3 months ago, I decided I would let artificial intelligence hire a new employee for my company, from the job description to congratulations email and everything in between. The experiment was a challenge. In fact, we almost quit. But in the end, we discovered for ourselves if AI is capable of hiring better than me. And the answer might surprise you. I have a crazy idea, but before I explain what I'm gonna do, I should probably explain why I'm doing it. For me, the most painfully time-sucking task I ever do is trying to hire employees. The process of posting and interviewing and vetting and evaluating candidates and then doing all of the communications with all of them and meeting all of them, it is such a time suck. And I know it's important, but I end up just kind of picking somebody that I know or just hiring the easy option. And that's not really equitable or fair for everyone involved in the process, and I figured there's gotta be a better way. So I had an idea. What if we could get AI to do the entire job of hiring an employee? Creating the job posting based on my brief, creating the criteria for evaluating said candidates, creating the questions that the candidates have to answer, interviewing them, evaluating their answers, and then grading them on who is most likely to be the best fit. That way, I don't have to do anything, and AI can hire the best employee for me. More people get to participate, more people get to interview, and ultimately, it's a win-win, right? Now, of course, that sounds good in theory, but would it actually work in practice? I have like a pretty rough idea of how I could actually do this. It wouldn't be perfect, but it would be AI doing the entire hiring process, and I have to hire an employee right now. I just started a software company. We have to hire our first employee at this company. And I thought, if no one else has done it, maybe I can do it and prove to see if it works. And best case, we get a great employee and, what's the worst that could happen? It's a bit concerning.
I have a slight problem.
It's getting kind of cold, so let's just head back to the office and I'll explain exactly how I'm gonna do this. Okay, this first step was pretty easy. I needed a job description and I went straight to ChatGPT. I just brain dumped what I was looking for and let ChatGPT bring it all together nicely. It took like a minute and it was better than I would have done in an hour. I copied it over and sent it to Storm. Oh yeah, you don't know who Storm is. Storm works for me at my company as a producer and helps me with my YouTube channel. He agreed to help me with this experiment so I didn't have to see any of the applicants myself or interfere with the AI hiring process.
All right, yep, just gonna hit post right here and it's good to go. It's gonna be live.
Hey, so I realized that AI needs an evaluation framework before it can actually evaluate all the candidates. Without one, as you can see here, it just values all the traits evenly. And the problem with this is that's not how I would do it. There are certain things I would value more, so I had AI revise its framework to reflect how I would do things. And I'm feeling a lot better about this. I just posted about this entire process on LinkedIn. I say, I'm a horrible hiring manager, so I'm letting AI hire my next employee. This process doesn't see age, color, gender, or physical appearance. Oddly enough, having AI hire our employee is a more inclusive and fair process than if I did it myself. I've already had a few friends in my network reach out directly about this whole thing. One of them says, damn, so I gotta put my faith in AI, huh? And goes on to say, well, tell your AI this guy's a good fit. And this kind of made me realize of the bonus of this entire process, which is I don't have to get any blood on my hands. I've delegated this task to AI, and they can be mad at the AI if they aren't selected for the job. It's something I didn't realize going in would be a benefit, but I'm starting to realize actually definitely is. And another person in my network reached out directly over LinkedIn. Hey Lee, just into my resume. I think I'd be a great fit for you guys. Hopefully AI thinks the same. Such a weird conversation to have, but oddly enough, is kind of relieving. And yeah, I do hope AI thinks the same. I hope AI thinks the exact same as me, but we're gonna have to wait and see to find out if that's true. Okay, quick update. Now that we're starting to get applicants coming in, we need to get prepared for the AI interview portion of the process. I had to figure out how exactly I'm gonna get AI to interview people in place of me. The first thing I did was figure out what questions to ask. This was actually really easy. I took the job description and the weighting criteria we generated with AI. Then I just gave it all to ChatGPT and asked it to compile a list of questions that would help us determine who the best fit for the role is. Now, we did try to find an AI interviewing tool, but the problem was none of the tools that existed could really earn our confidence. So we found a simpler solution called RecWrite. This allows applicants to record video answers to all of our questions. We can then just transcribe the answers and feed it to AI so we can evaluate them based on the criteria. I know it's a little bit of a workaround, and I would have probably preferred to have candidates join a Zoom call where there's just an AI waiting for them. Welcome to the interview. Are you ready to begin? Or something sci-fi like that. But ultimately, an AI model is still going to be the one evaluating all the answers, which is the goal of the experiment.
Okay, I have a slight problem. I just ran some tests, and I don't feel good about fully relying on AI to hire the right person for this job. I tested some things on ChatGPT Turbo, and I got some hallucinated answers.
Burgers and me have a complicated history. I used to love them, but now I struggle to eat them.
I'm going to run some more tests and find out. All I know is that this AI and Storm combo might not be the Kobe Shaq duo that we need to make this right. I just sent Lee a message to let him know what's going on.
Hey, how's it going, Storm?
Good.
I already know the numbers are kind of low, but what's your whole sentiment so far?
Yeah, that's the first concern, is that the volume of applicants is a bit low. I just want to make sure that we're casting a big enough net to get enough talent that we're having a few applicants that we feel strongly about. It's your first hire, and it's a little nerve-wracking that we're leaving it up to AI, and I'm not sure if AI is ready for this task yet.
Let's reach out to anyone that's shown interest, but maybe not done the application. And I think if we could cast a big net by like reaching out to everybody and doing kind of that manual work, I still think that AI will probably be able to pick the right person. But for the sake of argument, I will pick the hire. So we'll have them submit their answers. I'll watch the answers with you. And then I'll go contact the top candidates, do a phone interview. And then I'll make the decision about who I think is the best fit for the company. Probably should be a bit more careful with this first hire. But what I want you to do is I want you to continue this experiment with that like kind of arm's length from me. I just got a message from Storm. He wants to have a quick sync, so I figured I'd just film the meeting, and we're gonna get updated on how the process has been going. Last time we talked, we were having big issues with getting candidates to actually opt into this process. So we kind of went on like a rampage and like left everyone a voicemail and text message and an email, and tried our best to get candidates to know that there's humans on the other side of this process that are, you know, interested in them. Anyway, I'm gonna head over to his office, and hopefully it's good news. All right, what do you got for me?
Yeah, the numbers are up, so that's good.
The numbers are up on Indeed.
So we started out with like 20 applicants. Now we're up to like over 60 applicants.
So can you show me what the evaluation looks like?
So yeah, here's Rick, right?
Who's this guy?
I mean, he looks pretty promising. I would trust this guy with the job for sure. But on the left side, you'll see the questions, and then they can record the response on the right as many times as they want, which is nice. Yeah, so far we got all these candidates, so pretty decent list for sure.
At this point, I'm feeling like this is actually more people than I would have normally interviewed. Like, there's a lot of people. I normally would maybe call like 2 or 3 people from the resumes. So this is awesome. What we'll do is we'll give it a couple more days, and then Storm and I are gonna come back in here, and we're gonna just go through all of their answers, and we're gonna pick, and I'm going to call them and interview them. Anyway, thanks Storm for the update and doing all this work. I know I said I'm gonna let AI hire my next employee, but it turned out to be I'm gonna let Storm do all the work. Because it's kind of, you know, this is kind of a strenuous process this first time. But anyway, we'll check back in a couple of days, and me and Storm are gonna go through all the candidates, and then hopefully we find a solid pick. Anyway, talk to you soon. I've spent the past couple of weeks evaluating the candidates with Storm and having phone interviews with the top candidates, all while Storm is continuing the AI experiment himself. At this point, I feel really good about a candidate that I think would be the perfect fit for the job. And to be honest, I'm not really sure AI would have made the same selection. I'm going to call them tonight and let them know we'd like to hire them. Hopefully they accept, and we can see if AI would have arrived at the same conclusion. So, last night, I sent the offer to the employee that we chose, and they accepted. So we officially hired the person for a new software company, and it wasn't AI that picked him. It was actually me. But in just a moment, we're gonna find out ultimately if AI picked the same person as me. But ultimately, what I learned in this process is that a small company like mine shouldn't really be hiring people from start to finish through AI. We have less than 10 people here. Maybe for a big company like Microsoft or Google, it makes sense to use AI to recruit the right people. But I will say, the fact that we were able to use AI to create this like multi-phase evaluation process and I was able to just record videos of me asking questions and not having to do any actual scheduled interviews was really good. I was able to sit through these sessions where I would watch the footage, and right away, if I knew someone was the wrong candidate, I wouldn't have to sit through the rest of the interview. And I was able to watch the answers at 2 times speed, and I was able to save a lot of time. So I think in the future, using a tool like RecWrite is the right move. In just a few hours, I'm gonna go in the boardroom with Storm and Jason, and he's gonna film my reaction as Storm takes me through the process of how all the different candidates graded. And like I just mentioned earlier, I've already picked the person that we're gonna hire for the role, but Storm is putting together a presentation that's gonna show the top 6, because I guess it was just really a race between the top 6, and how they scored each of the 10 questions, ultimately leading to one person who had the best total score. Storm, do you wanna just quickly give them some context on how this is gonna work?
So earlier AI was hallucinating answers. I think I figured out how to fix it enough for this as an experiment. I ran a couple control questions and they looked good. Then I ran each actual interview question and the 6 responses through AI. AI graded each question on a scale of 1 to 10, so it's all good to go. But yeah, now we need to know where you think the applicants will rank, Lee.
I'm not gonna say their names because obviously we don't want to disclose anyone's, we want the privacy there. So I'm just gonna be speaking to their colors. Number 1, yellow, 2, blue, 3 would be orange, 4 would be green, 5 would be red, 6 would be teal. That's my 6. That's how I would have picked.
So we're gonna go through the 10 questions one at a time, and then we're gonna see kind of the standings as they evolve over the questions. And so, question 1. So this is how it's gonna look overall. So on the right side is the scorecard, and that's gonna go up, and anytime that a position changes, you're gonna see their name bolded, and that's gonna mean they moved up 1 in the overall standings. And then this is, the chart's just gonna evolve over time so we can see how they progress on their quest to be the AI pick here.
The person that I've picked is yellow. My number 1 and 2 are now tied.
Yours actually falls down on
Okay.
question 5 against question 6.
No.
A little bit of a jump for dark blue.
Oh, we're getting closer.
Question 7.
This is a close race between these two. Damn. Ooh, they're neck and neck right now.
And this is the first change we've seen since question 2, the red dot. And now last couple questions here.
Okay.
Question 9.
Oh, yo, my choice is now leading with 1 question left to go by a narrow margin.
Yep.
Okay, holy cow, it's 72-71.
Yeah.
It's that close.
Super close.
Okay, all right, and I'm ready for it.
Okay.
Hold on, was AI able to pick the exact same person that I picked? Let's see.
Dramatic reveal from the bottom. Teal finished last.
Okay.
Green fell to second last. So the red actually made a big push at the end because they were in last the whole way.
And then they caught up.
Then they caught up. Orange stayed in that 3rd position. And then
So right now, I got orange at 3.
Yeah.
So that's what ended up happening.
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see. Did I get it right for 1 and 2 as well?
Yep, this is the big reveal for you.
Okay. Okay. In this moment, I'm feeling pretty confident, and I should be. AI is scoring its top 6 candidates in the exact same order I scored the same 6 candidates myself. Did I just waste all this time chickening out and hiring the person the old-fashioned way? Or should I have just trusted the process? Okay, well, let's find out. Yo! 1 more. Oh, shit. By 1 point.
Yeah.
Damn. So it turned out by literally 1 point, the person that I hired lost to the person that I put as number 2. And you know what? Truthfully, both candidates were really strong. And actually, there's other reasons unrelated to the questions that actually is why we chose yellow. Damn. Okay, well, AI picked someone different than I did, which I think means that you shouldn't trust AI to hire your employees just yet. Thanks for watching.